my shop overnight mid-March dropped significantly, went for consistent $400 days to lucky to get $200 now. A month later, down to about $100 a day, despite listing so many new listings. My SEO hasn't been the same since the change. When I would add a new listing, I would always get views within days of listing. Now, only 10 to 20% of any new listings I add get any views or traction. Etsy really did F things up. It's exactly the same for me. I thought the bad situation happened in August 2025 when the American tariffs were introduced, but there were still sales and the situation was average. And since February 26, all sales have been falling drastically. Sales and traffic is really bad and gone down so much. I was making daily sales from November, and since February, it's just going downhill. I'm sick of Etsy. I had my best month ever on Etsy last month, April 26. I'm not killing it by any means, but I've been climbing every month since I started. For the record, I didn't change titles when prompted to do so. So is this a widespread Etsy AI algorithmic apocalypse? I really do think so, but there are a lot of layers to it. So let's really break this down, because countless comments from my channel, others' channels, and other videos, Reddit posts from the subreddits for Etsy sellers and Etsy have shown us that within the past 6 months, starting around the time of the invisibility glitch, if you guys remember that there is a major shift occurring and has occurred. This shift is quite obviously a huge change in the algorithm. How much visibility is distributed, how much ranking happens, and potentially, we'll get into this much, much more. Sellers are describing massive drops in sales, seemingly overnight, and it's too loud to ignore at this point. So I wanted to make this video and cover this again, because the last video I made, so many of you were commenting and saying exactly what we were feeling and everybody else was feeling. My name is Dave. If you're new to this channel, definitely check the description for helpful links like my AddToCartSEO app that does everything for you, including Etsy ad calculations, the free Etsy ads cheat sheet in the description below, as well as if you would like to work with me one-on-one in my mentorship, a free 10-minute call. On the flip side of existing sellers doing poorly, we have the new sellers doing really well. So on the flip side of this, why is what I'm saying the likely outcome? We covered it in another video, the AI landscape changing across all platforms with rankings, results, and feeds changing much more and less deterministically sorted, but more AI-assisted presentation. A big reason why this is likely the situation, the algorithm apocalypse, whatever, is that new stores are doing well during this backdrop of other existing sellers dying. Not all new stores, obviously, but we do get reports of two main categories. Doing well with a newer store, like I covered in one of those comments, or sales dying overnight within the last 6-ish months, starting with that algorithmic glitch. So I want to show you the receipts, my quick review of the receipts of why I believe this is happening. The evidence points to what we have already felt, a major algorithmic shift. We have the following in place. We have existing sellers experiencing huge drops, new sellers doing very well if they have their stuff together, obviously. Almost every platform, social or marketplace, utilizing AI to some degree. A new CEO at Etsy, and a clear documentation of these changes and recommendations in the seller handbook with time stamps to prove it. So my honest take on what's happening is Etsy is reading listings more holistically. They stated that themselves. Etsy is pushing cleaner titles and AI-assisted suggestions. Buyer behavior signals matter way more than sellers want to admit. I talked about this in depth before. It's called CSR now. It used to be called search-based or intent-based search results based on what you've purchased in the past. Old bestsellers are losing the momentum that carried them through the old system. Dead listings and dead niches are dragging down shop performance. So also, don't forget to mix in there that the Etsy ad changes to the settings and all that, 2 changes to the settings, which likely had big implications to the algorithm and shuffled the deck of cards multiple times with those changes. That happened right before the 6 months ago algorithmic invisibility glitch where people were saying they're not showing up whatsoever. That happened right before that. So a ton of changes happened on the back end of Etsy.com. So that's exactly what we're seeing. All these changes. Don't forget to mix in that sellers frantically changed existing listings and titles and tags, exacerbating the situation. All right. A lot happening at once. You can't see the whole picture simply from reading one comment by any means, which a lot of discussion has been based around one comment, one post, whatever. But you can see the bigger picture when you lay all these things out together. Over the last year, so much has happened that is why we are seeing this decay of existing sellers, of existing listings, etc.
Okay. If you guys want to build your own website outside of Etsy, I highly recommend Everbee Store. They have a builder that is extremely intuitive, very customizable, and you can import your listings from other platforms and you can have AI do it. They also have templates, of course. Very nice. I checked it out myself and I highly recommend it. The link is in the description if you want to try it.
So what do we want to do right now, no matter what, knowing that a ton has changed? This part changed a little bit, but the concept of this in terms of a reaction to an algorithm shift has not changed. I've made many videos like this before over the last 8 years. An algorithm shift happens and how you react is essentially the same. Those small mechanical things, the exact logistical things you do in reaction to the algorithmic shift, that changes, varies slightly, but you always want to react in the same concept. So what do we do right now? Number one, stop changing titles and tags of existing listings. We have plenty of evidence now, it's been months, that tool ruins your listings. It's simply just Etsy helping you clean up their platform. And I've said this before, all that text, I've only said this I think once before, all that text on everybody's listing, if everybody's stuffed to 140 characters, for their servers and for their AI to sort through all that text, if every listing had 140 characters, that's gonna cost them so much more money than if they were 80 characters, if every listing was 80 characters, or 15 words or less, or 14 words or less. That would cost them so much less money for their system to crawl that much less data or more data. That's number one. Number two, get rid of your cobwebs. You know, I've coined this term years ago, your digital cobwebs, old listings that barely ever sell or never sell anymore or have never sold. They're pulling your conversion rate down and they need to be cleaned up. So slowly clean them up and replace them methodologically. Number two, get rid of cobwebs. I've coined this term before in the past, years ago. Digital cobwebs are listings that are doing terrible, never sold, barely ever sold, and just pulling your conversion rate down. Slowly replace them and build them back. It's not the product most likely, it's likely the listing. And the outside factors you can't control that hurt the listing. Deck of cards getting shuffled, algorithm changing. That's why old bestsellers die. You can't stay on top forever. You're not chiseled into a tablet. So that's why it's important to always be listing more new, fresh listings and duplicates. Don't tear down the entire building down at once. You have to slowly rebuild. Don't freak out and take down everything that has never sold. That's going to hurt you as well. Number three, get rid of categories, if applicable, like in print on demand or digital, that don't sell at all. If you have entire niches or entire categories in your store that have never sold, cut that dead weight. Focus your store so the algorithm can understand you better. If you have categories only that sell, obviously that's going to increase your conversion rate, but it's going to allow the algorithm to understand you better so that way it can match you better with buyers that they understand better. If you really want to be a general store, that's totally fine. General stores do great, but either way, cut ties with categories of 50 plus listings, 20 plus listings in niches that have never sold. That's only hurting you. Number four, get better at SEO. You need to try new titles and tags setups. 14-word titles, 13-word titles, I've seen them doing really well lately. Definitely experiment with it. Don't switch all the way over to a 13-word title, but you really need to try that. And your descriptions need to be much more thought out as well. You have a lot of room in there to include a lot of good SEO. You don't want to stuff it. You don't want to spam it by any means, but you want to be really smart about it. That's exactly why I developed AddToCartSEO. Try it in the description. You can generate once per day, or the paid version is less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. It does all your research for you. It creates you 3 sets of titles and tags, and it creates a description for you. It's extremely, extremely useful. It's the tool I wish I had 8 years ago, and it will help you immensely. The next one is make new products, make new designs, make new bestsellers. You've done it before, you can do it again. That's the way forward. New listings, new designs, fresh momentum. Either way, I covered a lot of what is happening and what you should do to fix current things, but moving forward is always the concept that's always going to work no matter what algorithm change happens. So keep that in mind. And let me know if you have any questions in the description or comment below. And I hope you have a beautiful day.